Found him, guys. There it is. All right, guys. Like I said, a little salty head shrimp. It's the new penny color. Oh, oh, that one was nice. Oh, this is a nicer one. What's up, guys? Your boy Jfishy here, and as you guys can tell behind me, we got some flats, and I actually have a new lure which I'm about to throw back and show you guys where I went to pick it up. And I had heard a lot about it, and I really like the small profile of it, so I want to test it out, see if we can get anything on it. You know, the bite has been hot on these flats, so let's get the fishing, because I've already seen a lot of movement, and hopefully we can catch something, guys. So yeah, guys, enough talking, let's get out there. Right, you guys, well, today's adventure actually starts at Bass Pro Shops, as you can tell by this video here. And we decided to go here because, as you guys know, this place is loaded with fishing tackle and all kinds of fishing gear. I mean, from clothes to glasses to whatever you may need. So I had a feeling that this would be one of the places that we're going to be holding this lure that I've been looking for. So we headed right to the Z-Man section. As you guys know, I love Z-Mans. Their paddle tails are the best. And we actually found what we were looking for. Found them, guys. There it is. Salty Ned shrimps. I'm gonna try the new penny colorway. $4.50. Let's go. I thought they didn't have them for a second, but we found them. So I think I'm gonna get some smaller jig heads for them, but these guys are supposed to be really good. So we're gonna try it out. You guys are about to see that. So let's take it back to the water now, guys. And we actually went with a weedless setup, which I rarely do. So this was a little bit tough. Oh, it was Christian too?
No, Carson.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The same guy was there, a ladyfish guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was out there, and I was like, you left me lucky, and he was like, oh, you left me.
Dang.
He was there for hours, and he only caught one 12-inch trout. So as soon as he said that, I threw it once more, and I went to the spot and I got
I just got smacked. Let's see. Seems like they might like it. Got him. What do we got here? What is this? There it is. Come here, buddy. Little trout. Couldn't resist that. Couldn't resist that little voodoo. Not voodoo. Salty Ned shrimp. Boom. Oh, get out of here, buddy. Thanks for the bite. Oh man, let me fix this rig. All right, guys. Like I said, a little salty Ned shrimp. It's the new penny color. And there we go, first catch on it. Small trout, but at least I got a bite. Oh, yeah, they're here. Everybody's starting to hook up now. We're getting them riled up. No big ones though. Come here. Come here. Man, once they get hooked on these, they can't let it go, guys. Look at that. Hold on. Come here, buddy. There it is. Get out of here, little buddy. Thanks for the bite. Come on, man. There we go, guys. Another bite on the little Ned shrimp. I'm still getting the hang of this one. It's a little funny. And you guys can see there, it did not take long to find a trout. I mean, they seem to be kind of loaded up in these flats sometimes, but I haven't had it where I go out and I don't catch any. So it must be something with the tides. As always, you know, fishing has a lot to do with the tides. And I think on this day, they just happen to be here again. But I will say that I do like the fact that this lure is a smaller profile than the other ones. Now, somebody recently told me that if I were to use a bigger lure, like a 4-inch lure, I'd probably stop catching the small ones and only catch big ones. So we might have to test that out soon. But for now, we're just going to have fun with this light tackle setup. Is it a nice one? Ooh. I would say that's close, but I don't think so. What do you think that is? 10? But he got a flounder over here. That's cool to see. We already seen snook today. Nah, it's probably 10.
They measure these from the tail?
Yeah. Yeah, those flounder, even those small ones. Oh, look at this. The thing, bro, the thing we were talking about. He's got a trout in his feet, in his hands. You don't see the trout? That's a big trout too. Holy crap. We were just talking about that the other day. Now you guys are going to see two very interesting things there in the clip that just passed. My buddy actually caught a flounder and he was throwing a voodoo shrimp, which really surprised me because I thought maybe they would have hit my salty Ned shrimp because it was a smaller profile than the voodoo. But hey, at this point, you can just tell that the shrimp lures definitely work in these flats. I mean, at the same time, they look very, very similar to actual live shrimp. And live shrimp is one of the best baits out here. And the other thing you guys seen right there was, I think those are called egrets. And he had a huge trout in his claws. So man, I knew at this point that those trout are definitely out there. Maybe I need to try some live bait next time. Or like I said earlier, the 4-inch paddle tails that people keep telling me about, kind of like a bigger lure, just to see if we could weed out from the smaller ones. But guys, right here, I actually had a very weird bite and I'm not too sure it was a trout. You know what I've seen is the best thing to do when you do that? Pull, yeah, because otherwise, when you pick up your, what do you call it, your bail, you could break your tip because there's so much pressure on it. Just a little thing that I learned and I was like, bro, because I used to be terrible at that. I got something. It feels weird. No. Dang it, that felt a little different. I wonder if that was one of those little flounders my buddy was catching. I know. It's funny. We got like mullet jumping right in front of us too. There it is. It's gotta be. Yeah, it's probably the biggest one of the day for me. Oh man, he's barely hooked. Here it is, guys. Another little, like, I don't know, that one's probably 12. Oh man, he messed my lure all up. I gotta learn how to, I think I'm doing this wrong because I don't think it should be getting this messed up all the time. Like off of the little headlock, but Let me redo this and I'll get right back in. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, guys, this is my first time ever using a weedless kind of setup for my lures. I usually use a jig head, which has been working very, very good for me. So I never thought of changing it. But with this small lure, because this little salty Ned shrimp is only 2.5 inches. I mean, it is literally tiny. And I wanted to kind of get as finessey as I could, you know, make it look real natural. So I went with the weedless ones. And again, they're very hard to work with if you've never used them before, but I'm sure with time it's going to get easier. However, I kept having to kind of screw it onto the head. As you guys can see here, I'm kind of out of the frame, but I'm having to re-screw the lure back on almost every bite, and I got a little annoying, but I'm sure with time, like I said, it's going to get easier. If you guys have any tips though, let me know down in the comments. Maybe I'm not kind of screwing it on correctly, or maybe that's just how it is with these. I'm not too sure. Like I said, this is literally my first time ever trying to use a weedless setup, but hey, that's how you learn, right? And guys, the tide was coming up super fast at this point. Never had to use it. Oh my god, that tide is coming up fast.
How far was that away?
Bro, I would say my bucket was like 5 feet free of water. Look at it now. Oh, that one was nice. Oh, this is a nicer one. Oh yeah. Probably not actually. Bro, it's because he took it right on the top. I almost had that lure out of the water. Perfect hook set. Get out of here, buddy. Thanks for that bite. Yeah. It might. Oh my bless. Well, we got dolphins right here. Good thing I released that trout quick. I might have had a dolphin on the line. That's not a good sign, guys. Now, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the background, but there was definitely a storm brewing. And with the storm here in Florida, guys, it brings crazy winds and rain. So I looked up the weather app right after this, and I kind of seen that there was going to be rain, and the wind was only supposed to get worse. And not to mention, we got a visitor here now. If you guys didn't hear me say it right there, there was a dolphin that came through. And once the dolphin comes through, you guys are going to see right now. Oh, look, there he is. He's probably eating the trout. That he definitely wasn't showing signs of leaving. And again, once the dolphins come by, they kind of stick around, especially if there's fish. And you guys seen, we were catching the trout, so they must have been schooled up there. But once that dolphin showed up, they kind of get, either they go away. I'm not too sure if they leave or they just stop biting because they're scared. And again, this dolphin showed no signs of leaving. I mean, I have a couple more clips that you guys are probably about to see in a second of it just hanging around. I mean, this is about 30 minutes going by and the dolphin is just sticking around. So it kind of showed me that unfortunately there was still fish around, but I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if they leave or they just stop biting. You guys let me know down in the comments if you guys know what exactly happens. But yeah, he definitely didn't leave, and the whole time I started packing up, he didn't go anywhere. Now, I gotta say though, it definitely was a successful day with the new lure. I mean, hey, I'm really learning how to use it. You know, like I said, weedless is completely new to me, and I don't even know if it's sitting on the ground, on the floor of the water, because there was a pretty heavy current coming through right now at this point, and I almost want to say it wasn't. So it was kind of just floating in the air because the weight wasn't enough to get it down. So I don't know if that was really the ideal kind of, you know, scenario for using this. But I got to say, I still got some bites, and, you know, that's all I really needed. You know, they weren't the biggest trout, but hey, anything on the new lure kind of beats throwing the lure for a couple hours and not getting a bite at all. So guys, I've shown you a few lures now that have definitely worked in these flats, or, you know, even in mangroves or piers. So if you guys have never picked up an artificial, now there's a whole nother one that I'm showing you guys that you should definitely try. And man, I gotta say, you know, I love artificial fishing, so I hope you guys try it as well. All right, guys, well, y'all seen it. Man, it was a, you know, it was an okay day. I'm just out here pretty quickly. I thought I was going to have more time, but it seems like the weather that had been forecasted, which was windy and rainy, is about to start. So I'm probably going to get out of here because I really don't feel like getting wet. The other day I actually got a little wet, and I woke up in the morning feeling like a little cold coming on. So I'm going to try to not do that again because I hate being sick. And but yeah, guys, man, that lure works. Hey, I'm sure that with more time I'm gonna catch a lot more species with it, but for now it definitely works for the trout. I've heard it works for so many different species, so I'm super pumped to keep testing it out. I want to get the hang of that like weedless jig thing. I'm sure I will after using it a few times, but for now, you know, like I said, I really love that small profile of it. It just looks so good. Today we were only able to get a couple of trout. I mean, those dolphins came by and literally ruined the bite. I mean, I've been casting for about 25 minutes and can't get a bite. So that, along with the weather, I think it's time to get out of here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys pick up some of the lures I use. You know, I leave them down in the description, and if you guys ever have a question, shoot me a comment with what I use. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I mean, hey, not much else to say, guys, but it was super fun day, super pumped. I love coming out here even with these bad weather days. You know, it's still fun. Today, fortunately, the wind isn't going to be as terrible for you guys on the camera. And but yeah, with that, guys, there's nothing left to say, but I hope you guys have a blessed week. I hope you guys have the best luck out there fishing. Remember, guys, always stay positive, keeping good vibes up. I upload every week on my channel, so I hope to see you guys back here next time. But until then, guys, peace.